Hey everyone. Good evening. Hi, I'm Renee Cortright, Executive Director for the Older Persons Commission, also known as OPC, a great place to be 50 plus. Um, I'm here this evening to give you an update and just exactly OPC's response during this COVID crisis and exactly all that we've been up to over the last 8 months. Um, It's definitely been an interesting time, but it's also been a time where we've really seen such a strong support in the community for the OPC mission. And we so appreciate all that the community has done. I mean, honestly, the last few days where we've had our holiday drive through lunch and our community, our baskets for the seniors, the holiday baskets, and we just feel like we have this huge hug from the community for all that OPC does. And more than anything, a hug for the seniors, really making them show that we care at the OPC, that the community cares, and that we, are continuing to do what we are doing, which is providing those essential services for the mental and physical health of our seniors. So let's go back to March. On March 13th, the COVID pandemic forced the closure of the OPC. And while the facility remained closed, the doors may have closed, the facility was open for continued on with their essential services, our Meals on Wheels, our transportation, our telephone reassurance calls, our commodity foods. And during this time, we just kicked it into high gear. Meals on Wheels production was increased to meet the needs and the demand of the continued delivery and that request for the seniors who really did not want to leave their home. They were homebound, afraid, and our service kicked into high gear. We got the word out there in the community that the Meals on Wheels was available and that essential service was there. And then from there, we just continued to deliver the meals, but we also, that wellness check, that's one of the things that a lot of people forget is sure, seniors receiving a nutritious meal, but they're also receiving that wellness check, that opportunity for the volunteer to see that individual, say hello, see how they're doing, check in on them. So important. That's the shining star of the Meals on Wheels program, is having that opportunity to have that connection, and especially during this crisis where so many individuals are socially isolated at home. This service has been so valuable. And with our grant through the Area Agency on Aging 1B, and of course, this grant is through the Older Americans Act that was established back in the 1960s. It's just amazing how everything just really kicked into high gear, and we really saw so many individuals that were just so appreciative for the meals, the wellness check, and then the community stepping in with donating masks, and we had flowers, and we had little care packages and cards and notes, and we're continuing to receive that outpouring from the community, really recognizing just how important it is to have that connection and show these individuals how much we care for them and that we're there for them. So from there, I just want to go on to our transportation. Our transportation continued to take the frail and elderly to their dialysis, their medically necessary doctor's appointments. And then we had the grocery store visits to get those individuals, of course, the nutritious meals that they can provide at home for themselves, make at home for themselves. Um, we went from having 14 buses on the road a day to having 3 buses on the road a day, 6 days, or excuse me, yes, 6 days a week, because we also provide transportation to dialysis on Saturdays. And we were there for those seniors through it all, continuing, of course, with that transportation, but also making sure that it's safe for those individuals, getting them to, like I said, the dialysis, but um, making getting them there safely. And now we're back up to having approximately 8 to 10 buses on the road a day. And again, it's continuing with our service um, delivery, getting them to, again, the grocery, the necessary appointments in the community. And like I say, they're just so appreciative to OPC continuing to meet that need. So our commodity foods program provides monthly boxes of non-perishable and easily prepared, nutritionally complete food items for income qualifying individuals. Uh, this again, we continued with this service during the crisis, delivering those food packages, the commodity food packages to our seniors' homes. We service approximately 130 clients. And we have two programs that we facilitate at the OPC, which is the program through OLSA, that's through Gleaners, and then the other program, which is the Focus Hope program, and that is the Commodity Foods program that is monthly. Um, then also through USDA, through the Area Agency on Aging, we started receiving boxes of perishable foods. So it had some, fruit, vegetables, lettuce. Those boxes started arriving in May, and also commodity food, large boxes of commodity foods that came with recipes, um, really nice boxes of food. And again, that was through the USDA. We actually were able, between the commodity foods and these boxes of non-perishable and 25-pound boxes of commodity foods, we were able to deliver over 10,000 pounds of commodity foods to our homebound seniors. And it's just been heartwarming to see how many out there had no idea all that we could do for them. And again, the outpouring from so many uh, organizations, the Kiwanis, the Lions Club, the Rotary Club, um, the Community Foundation, uh, Ascension, Providence Rochester, our wellness partner. Um, the list goes on and on. Honestly, I know that I'm 100 faithful friends, 100 women who care. There's just so many out there. The Girl Scouts, the Boy Scouts, um, the young students from the high school, NHS, just so many who really recognize how important it is to have these connections and provide the support for the seniors in the community. So then our senior resources staff, as soon as we shut down back in March, they kicked in to gear with the telephone reassurance calls because we wanted to connect with our seniors and see how they were doing. And not only that, but our community um, governments, Rochester and Rochester Hills, also offered to make some telephone reassurance calls. And between those two community governments and then our own staff, we've made over 12,000 calls, telephone reassurance calls to the seniors, getting them in touch, getting them connected with masks, getting them connected with food, or I mean, the list goes on and on. And more than anything, just connecting, seeing how the seniors are doing, what kind of help they might need. Um, it was just really fantastic to have that support. And it, we could, again, we're better together when we work together to support each other. So those telephone reassurance calls are continuing to this day, where we're connecting with the seniors. to see what other support services they might need. We have a senior resource department at the OPC that provides information referral 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And our senior resource staff is there to answer any questions, connect the seniors to whatever support that they're looking for. Maybe it's financial. Maybe there's some scams that they need to know what's happening, what's out there, what can support them with that. It might be medical, a connection there. It might be even connecting them with technology, support groups, uh, uh, our Ask the Attorney that we have through a local um, law, um, Rakowski law firm. We have the Medicare, Medicaid assistance program where we're able to connect individuals with those counselors. Of course, there's many home care. We've got our assisted living facilities, independent living facilities. So in a sense, it's helping these seniors and their caregivers navigate with all the information that's out there. And that's what our senior resource department does, is that navigation and making sure that the seniors are getting the information they need. So, like I said, we're continuing with those telephone reassurance calls, but also through our senior resource department, they navigate leaf raking, the facilitate the uh, um, excuse me, the snowplow through the winter for low-income seniors through the Community Development Block Grant Fund program for Rochester Hills, Oakland Township, and Rochester. I don't know that I gave as much information about the OPC and who we all are and what we all do. And so let me go back a little bit. We're a 90,000 square foot senior activity center located in Rochester. The organization was established in 1982 when the communities of Rochester, Rochester Hills, and Oakland Township supported a millage for the operations of the facility, and helping individuals, low income or seniors, um, remain independent in their homes as long as possible with our supportive services and our activities at the center. The center is just buzzing normally with all kinds of activities. We have art, we have enrichment, we have our fitness and aquatics area, billiards, pottery, wood shop. We have our wellness partner, Ascension Providence Rochester, that has a wellness clinic and physical therapy on site. We have a wide array of activities. Um, when I talk about the activities, anywhere from pickleball, badminton, basketball, spinning classes, exercise classes, a weight room, a cardio room, and a wide range of the exercise classes: yoga, tai chi, boxing for Parkinson's, boxing classes. So when you come upstairs to our facility where you have the art, the enrichment, the wood shop, we have a wonderful auditorium, a dining room for our Meals on Wheels program that also is the congregate meal or the dining in program. This program is available normally in normal times, Monday through Friday, and it's a lovely and nutritious meal that's prepared by our nutrition department. It's the same meal that is delivered for the Meals on Wheels, is also made on site and served through a serving line. And so a lot of our members participate in the dining in program that is, again, through this grant, through the Older Americans Act. Um, so that is Monday through Friday in the center. That would be in normal times. But in this time, we are actually doing grab and go meals Monday through Friday. And we have a lot of seniors that are so appreciative for the opportunity to still have that social connection by receiving that meal. A staff member, of course, is giving them their meal as they drive through our circle drive and pick up that meal. And then from there, they get to go home and enjoy a delicious meal, and we have that opportunity to have that connection with that senior who is picking up that meal. So, we look forward to the opportunity for our dining room to open up again and be able to offer the congregate meals. But this is our way of being able to still make that connection, and it's working out well. um, I do want to make mention that our Meals on Wheels program not only provides meals for the seniors living in Rochester, Rochester Hills, and Oakland Township, but it also provides a nutritious meal for those seniors in Auburn Hills, Addison, Brandon, Oxford, Orion, and Independence Township, Northeast Oakland County. Those meals are, again, like I said, made in our production kitchen at OPC. And then we have what we call a hot shot vehicle that takes the meals out to those other communities where the volunteers in those communities deliver them to their seniors in their community. So it's uh, just such a beneficial program for all. So I want to talk about exactly what we did when um, July rolled around at the OPC. We started to reopen the facility in a sense to our outdoor programming. We rented an 1,800 square foot tent, and underneath the tent, we had low impact exercise classes. Of course, everybody was socially distant, and we kept to a capacity level of 12 individuals, 10 to 12 individuals. And then from there, we had the art, the enrichment classes, the music under the tent. Everybody would wear a mask, their temp when they came to the tent, and we had the Purell and so forth there, the antibacterial there available for anyone that, of course, was using or participating in those programs. So that program continued on until the beginning of September. And then, per the executive order, we started to come back inside. And it was working out really well under the tent, I do have to tell you, and everybody really enjoyed it and felt very safe during that time. And of course, had the opportunity to enjoy our lovely gardens at the OPC, the lovely gardens, and we have a couple of frogs in the pond at the garden, so they enjoyed listening to Buford and Beatrice make their noises. But also, we have an adult fitness area, what they call an adult playground, and that's in that same particular area. So the wide variety of activity that can happen on the backside of or the south side of the facility, not only under the tent, but with the playground, and then we have our community gardens, and then we have our garden group. Um, the Late Bloomers Garden Group with under the direction of Nancy Zerlag. Nancy is a Detroit Free Press garden. Master gardener, and she has a weekly column that she writes, and she facilitates this group, and they've been fantastic. The gardens have just really multiplied and bloomed, and the colors and everything. So it was so wonderful to take advantage of having this wide um, patio and our tent, and everybody could really enjoy the gardens that we have. And it really added a wonderful ambiance to our classes, the yoga classes. There was a class on bees that was so fun because, I mean, more or less the bees were buzzing around in the garden. So it couldn't have been a better setting. And we're so blessed to have that large area to really continue with our programming, bringing the programming back. A lot of facilities don't have that. And so we're so lucky at the OPC to have such a wonderful area available to us. Well, with the executive orders really expanding and allowing more programming inside, we came inside with our programming again with the enrichment. That's the music and groups meeting inside. But of course, again, we're meeting the capacity limits and um, making sure that everybody's socially distant, temping, screening, and so forth. We continued with all of our programs, just trying to keep on some sort of normalcy. And that was all going well. And in October, we were able to add our wood shop and swimming in our pools. And that just couldn't have worked out any better. We're really pleased about that. And then going forward, we have our cardio and weight room that are available. Like I said, our wood shop. Unfortunately, with the most recent pause, we did have to discontinue some of the indoor activities, our Richmond and arts classes. And I do have to tell you that one thing that we have done is during all of this is we have introduced virtual programming, and that was never something that would happened at OPC. We had up to 900 people walking through the door a day at the center from 6:30 to 8:45 at night, and now we turn around to having maybe 200 people coming through the door. Well, recently with this pause, it's even less people walking through the door each day. But what hasn't changed is, or what has changed is now we have the virtual programming, and we have such an expansive programming. We have a wonderful partnership with the Institute in Gerontology, who has done the Brain Storm series. We've had Ascension Providence Rochester still has their doctors, that guest doctors that give talks on several different wellness topics or on diabetes, heart disease, whatever they think is fit that the seniors would like to hear. When, then we continued with our groups that would normally meet inside. Our computer club is virtual now. Our language groups are virtual. We're doing a book club online. We've done bingo on virtually. And what's also been fantastic is that we tape all these programs. We have a fantastic enrichment art department that has been able to tape these programs, and they are posted on our OPC YouTube channel. So it's Older Persons Commission. So if you go to YouTube and then you look for Older Persons Commission, you're going to find just such a wide variety of programs that we have produced over these last 8 months. Exercise programs, birding programs, grief support program, um, organization, downsizing, lighting at your house, lighting outside, lighting inside, gardening. So I would really encourage individuals to go to the Older Persons Commission YouTube channel and just look at all that we have done over the last 8 months. It's just fantastic. And again, kudos to our team. We really have a fantastic team at the center who has taken what's come our way and really just done what they could to continue with our programming to just in a sense of normalcy to our what we're offering at the center, because we want people to feel safe, and this offering all of these activities um, virtually has, in a sense, continued on with our what we do with the OPC. It is our true mission, and it's definitely fit the bill. We had a wonderful opportunity in September to continue with our picnic that we would normally meet at Bloomer Park, only we had a circus themed picnic. That was the what we came up with the theme, and it was a drive-through picnic. So as individuals came for the picnic, and we had about 325 individuals drive through to see classic cars as they drove through. wonderful singing of Jennifer Kinzer, and then we would have Brian Barnett. Amir Barnett was available and handed out his wonderful chocolate bars and gave some goodwill as individuals drove through. And then of course we had our sponsors that handed out the lunches and the bags that we had, nice little thermal bags. And again, more cars for them to look at as they went home to their house or out to the park or wherever it was to enjoy that picnic lunch. We have continued with that because we've realized that the seniors really enjoy that connection. And we continue that with our Thanksgiving lunch. And of course, then I mentioned just about our holiday lunch that occurred yesterday. So through these different drive-through opportunities, we get to connect with our seniors, see how they're doing, although brief, but they're so appreciative not only for that connection, but for the opportunity to enjoy a delicious meal prepared and served and delivered by the OPC. How great is that? So, as we move into January, and I do want individuals to know as we end 2020 and put that in the rear view and mirror and look forward to 2021, we are going to be closing our facility December 24th through January 10th. And the reason for this expanse of closing over the holidays is we just want to make sure that everybody's safe, that they're able to quarantine safely at home, and not knowing what kind of executive order there may or may not be. We just want to open up fresh on January 11th, celebrate 2021, the and then continue with the programs that we've been offering in our fitness classes in the gym, our weight room, our cardio room, the swimming in the pool, the walking track, and all of our arts and enrichment programming. And we're just looking forward to slowly everything opening back up again. And we just are so excited about the opportunity to just continue with what we've been doing. We've been doing it safely and in a very calculated and safe manner to serve our seniors. Um, I just want to make a shout out to our volunteers for continuing to deliver the meals and the wellness checks. And our team members here at the OPC are just, oh, they're just amazing, fantastic. Here we were, as I've said a couple times, no rain, no snow, no COVID stops the OPC from continuing to reach the seniors and provide the programs and services that they so appreciate and for the mental and physical wellness of our seniors. Um, just I mention again, shout out to the virtual programming. Like I said, we're going to continue with that. And I don't know if I mentioned, but we also have fitness programs. We have a low impact fitness programming and also our chair yoga class. So that's been well received, and we'll be, of course, continuing that into the new year. Um, I mentioned the garden tent programming, and I want to go back again just to the days before we opened the building. We really were very methodical in reopening and making sure that we had the sneeze guards and the masks and the signage and just doing what we could to have everything available and everything safe within the facility, putting in new filters on our HVAC units, and um, we did some. And while the facility was closed, we also did some small construction projects that had been on the burner that we had planned on doing. So we took advantage of that moment to do what we could to really truly clean, put a nice clean on the building, but also doing what we could do to make it safe and follow the protocol that has been set into place. So I just want to say in closing that I just want to thank the community, the generous outpouring of support from the local community, the businesses, our community organizations and volunteers for coming forward to help us serve our seniors during these uncertain times. We're just so excited about the new year and all the promises that it holds. And we just want to thank all of our sponsors and all those out there that support the OPC. Thank you. Take care. Hope to see you at the OPC. If you have any questions or for the center, you have any questions at all, please call 248-656-1403, extension 0. Please leave a message and we'll be sure to give you a call back. And we have all kinds of information about Meals on Wheels, transportation, all of our programs. Please come on to go visit our website, opcseniorcenter.org, for information about all of our programs, our reopening plans. Please see our newsletter. Here's our January newsletter. And again, just want to do a shout out to everybody out there. Thank you for all your support. Take care. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy New Year.